it is good to chat again. Last time we talked, it was in Sydney. Obviously, slightly different situation. How are you coping with lockdown and everything that's going on?
Honestly, I've just been laying low, following the rules, not getting other people sick. It's been okay. I've been just kind of working and writing songs and painting and watching TikToks mostly, yeah.
I guess that's one of the good things about being a creative. Like, you can still do those things that you enjoy doing and still be productive whilst in lockdown, so that's good.
Yeah, it's like there's this weird part of me that's very, very used to just like sitting at home in my room. Yeah, sometimes I'll just be sitting in my room for weeks at a time and just be like, oh, here I am, just doing the same thing I've always done.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
We're absolutely loving the track Heather. It's just broken into the top 20 here in New Zealand, which is so cool. Congratulations on that. But I want to go back to the day that you wrote the song. What was going through your mind and what was the inspiration behind the track?
Yeah, well, so when I was in high school, I was really in love with this one person for all 4 years of high school, and that person did not love me back at all because they were in love with a girl named Heather. And Heather was so sweet and so beautiful inside and out, and just like, I don't know, one of those people who's just so lovable and so perfect. And I was so jealous of her. And I was sitting in bed and I was just kind of like thinking about, what it must have been like to be her and like how much I wish I could have known what it was like to be someone like her, to be a Heather. And I'd been wanting to write a song about it for a while because I'd always kind of felt that feeling of like, what would it be like to be one of those people who's just like sweet and wonderful and soft and easy to love? And so then I ended up writing Heather that night in bed.
And the music video just dropped a few hours ago. Honestly, it's amazing. I love the aesthetic. Tell me about the concept for the video.
Thank you. Basically, the whole video I wanted to kind of be a bit of just like a commentary on like what it is to be Heather. Heather is soft and sweet and perfect, and I feel like everything that I'm not, I'm not that way. I'm very abrasive and a bit aggressive. And so the video is kind of me like transforming into Heather and transforming into that person that I always wished I could be. And there's a little twist at the ending, which you'll just have to watch the video if you want to see.
And I think you've completely nailed that whole concept because like the colors that you've used, and I guess there's like filters on the camera that just, I don't know, the lighting through the whole thing, I was just mesmerized by it.
Thank you. That means a lot. It was literally, like we're in quarantine, so we didn't really, we didn't get to have like a shoot. So it's just me and my best friend Dylan. We just like shot it, at sunset, and it was a very small little. It was literally just me and him and one other friend, and we made it. And it was such a special moment for sure.
That's so dope. And I guess like if you were able to do the full production and everything like that, it may have been a different video. But I think it's probably one of those videos that you'll remember forever because you've just made it with such a small group of people, and I think you should be super proud of it. It's awesome.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it was like one of those moments. Like I don't think I could have like gotten in the shower and like like taken my shirt off and like done all these things in front of people I didn't know. And so I think the video ended up feeling super intimate just because I'm the people that I made it with are literally my closest friends in the world.
That's so dope. And Kid Crow, it's been a few months since you released it. Came out in March. And you said you're working a little bit on writing and stuff at the moment. Are you working on another project? What's the situation there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always writing. I never stop writing. I wish I could, but I can't stop. I still write every single day. So I've just been working away and kind of like letting whatever happens. I don't really know what it's going to turn into. When I was working on Kid Crow, I didn't know I was making my debut album. I was just writing songs. And so I'm hoping that with whatever I make next, I can kind of keep that mentality.
And what are you inspired by creatively at the moment?
I mean, I'll be honest, it's not the most inspiring time in the world because life is extremely dry and nothing is happening. Nobody's hitting on me. Nothing fun is happening. But I feel like I've had a lot of time to kind of think about all of the things that I really care about in the quarantine, and like, thinking about the things that I truly do miss, and I do find a lot of inspiration from a lot of those things, and I also find a lot of comfort in being alone.
And you mentioned there that nobody's hitting on you, so maybe we should just open up the floodgates of social distance Twitter so some people can hit on you, maybe give you some inspiration for some more songs.
Oh god, yeah. If someone wants to come break my heart, I could really use that right now.
What a dream. I mean, I don't condone people breaking your heart, but if it makes for good music, then maybe it's just a risk we're going to have to take.
We're going to have to take it.
I'm loving the style that you've had going on lately. Like, I saw the photos that you did for V Magazine. Are you looking up to anyone in terms of style at the moment?
Honestly, lately, I've really not cared about anything or anyone at all, in the sense that, like, I just kind of do what I think I want to do at all times when it comes to style, especially, you know. I'm just like, I just wear what I want to wear, you know. I don't really think about it anymore. I think I used to care so much about what people thought, or like what was cool, or what it, all these things, and I just, you know, I don't know, I just don't care anymore. I just like wear what I want to wear, even if it's kind of ugly.
I don't think you've ever worn an ugly outfit. Like, I was scrolling through your Instagram feed and I'm just like, wow. I wish my Instagram feed looked half as good as this.
Cam. You'd be surprised.
I don't know. It's no secret that you're a massive fan of Taylor Swift. How shook were you when she surprised us with Folklore?
I haven't recovered. I don't think I ever will. My entire life. Me and my best friend back home in Texas, we both got on FaceTime and listened to each song together and just cried. Like, I legitimately, I'm not exaggerating. This isn't me being like quirky. I cried 3 times listening to Folklore. The first time it was a religious experience.
It's such an incredible album. Which song to you is a standout?
Ooh, so many special ones, but I would say the one that kind of struck the romantic in me was Invisible String, for sure.
So good. I actually listened to that this morning.
It's so good. And the one, oh my gosh.
She's a queen. I'm still hoping for a day that comes that there'll be a Taylor Swift Conan Gray collaboration. Is there anybody at the moment who you are super keen to work with?
Oh gosh, I mean, I would die to make a song with Taylor. That's just the dream of my life. I'm afraid if it happens too soon, I don't know what I'll do with my life afterwards, so maybe I should never, you know?
Just hold off a few years, so we've got like a few years worth of songs before you just tap out and go, you know, I've done it. It's done now.
I mean, I'll have to recover from Folklore before I can even think about making any music at all.
That's fair. I can understand that. I put it out on Twitter and I got a couple of fan questions. Nona has asked, are you going to collaborate, I think you pronounce it Taehyung from BTS?
Yes, Taehyung, aka V. One of my favorites. I would love to make a song with him, and he's just so talented, and I admire him so much and all of BTS so much, so I would absolutely adore that.
Fingers crossed that can happen sometime in the future. Holly would like to know, will you come to New Zealand after Corona?
I would love to come to New Zealand. I've never been before. As a kid, I was deeply obsessed with New Zealand because you guys have a lot of special animals that don't exist anywhere else in the world, and it's been a dream of mine to come, and so I can't wait to come and look at your animals and sing songs.
Hell yeah, what a dream. And the last question from Veronica is, where do you see yourself in 10 years, and what do you think your life will look like? This is deep.
Oh, that's a hard question. I don't even know what my life will look like in the next week, so who knows, but I think kind of ultimately my dream in life is to just buy a big ranch in the middle of Texas and disappear forever. It would be so fun. I'm gonna have horses and like ride dirt bikes. So maybe find me on the ranch in 10 years.
Sweet. I was gonna say I'm looking forward to it, but I don't want you to disappear. But I hope you enjoy your ranch anyway.
You can come visit.
Ah, perfect. What a dream. Conan Gray, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much for catching up with me.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to talk to you again.
Why would you